Hi, Fellowship. Let me introduce myself. I'm Leslie Van Ravensway, and I'm a therapist here at the Counseling Center. I'm here today just to give you a few quick tips to help you find a therapist that feels like they're a good fit for you. First of all, I want you to know that in therapy, it's all about relationship. So just like your other relationships, you might want to consider looking for someone that has same interests and same values as yourself. Secondly, know what you have that you can offer right now, and your finances and your time. Consistency is key in making change. Knowing that therapists and counselors offer several different options for weekly sessions, bi-weekly sessions, and even intensives that take place over a few days. Thirdly, know what your goals are. What are you looking for? Are you needing someone that's specialized in a specific area, such as ADD, anxiety, depression, addiction? Know if you're needing individual counseling, marital counseling, or looking for someone for your child or adolescent. Next, I want you to do your research. I want you to go to the church's website, look at the counseling center, and then go beyond to each individual therapist's website. Get to know them a little bit. Look for someone who's attachment focused, someone who wants to help heal your heart, not just head focused. And I even want you to reach out to them. Have a little 15-minute phone call. Let them know your anxious thoughts. And then finally, I want you to think about who do you know that has had success and positive change in going to therapy and counseling. Talk to them. Ask them for referrals. Get to hear a little bit about their experience if they're willing to share. I'll be honest, I took a friend's referral one time and I met the most wonderful therapist. However, I didn't ask about her practice policies. So at the end of each session, I left a little frustrated because I didn't know when my next appointment would be. I'd have to wait for her to email me and me decide if that time worked for me. I like things in a routine at a specific time, a specific date. So know yourself, know what you're looking for. Today, I want to end with a verse, Psalm 139:23. Search me, O God, know my heart, know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything that offends you and lead me along the path of everlasting life. Thanks so much for your time, Fellowship.
Hi there, this is Dawn Machiavello from the Counseling Center. I'm here to share a couple of thoughts about how to find a therapist that's a good fit for you. The first thing I'd really want to encourage you is to decide if it's important for you to find a therapist with a Christian worldview. And I do hope that your answer is yes. Because that's what I love the most about the Counseling Center at Fellowship is that we all are Christians. And so I think you've got the best of both worlds. You got the best of what science says about relationships and human behavior and human functioning, but we're also filtering that through a scriptural lens. So like I said, I think that's the best thing about the Counseling Center. The second thing I'd want you to keep in mind is that first meeting time can be a little uneasy for a client because we understand you're coming in to talk to a complete stranger about something that's going on in your life or a relationship. So we understand it can feel a little unsettling to come in to do that. So we're doing our best to try to put you at ease, but you can also be asking yourself some questions. You can ask yourself, did I feel like this therapist listened well to me? Did I feel like they asked good questions? Do I feel like they had a good understanding of what my presenting issue is? Also, did they offer some type of hope or path forward through this? Like, how are we going to work through this issue? Like, how's this going to look? So just be open to asking questions to clarify anything that you didn't hear the therapist say, and just be checking in with yourself. Like, what is God telling you about this relationship with this therapist? Do you feel like you can feel safe to share? Another thing to kind of keep in mind is your expectations for growth and change and transformation. So we always suggest that weekly appointments are best because that's where you get the most momentum going. But sometimes for scheduling purposes or financial reasons, that's not possible. So the next best choice is bi-weekly appointments, which means every other week. So as long as you keep the consistency going, that's usually where we can get that momentum going for change. And so just like I said, if the appointments start getting spaced out too much, then it's kind of like a slower going process. So just keep your expectations in check about what you want to get out of it. And just the final thing I'd like to add is just to kind of expect that sometimes in the counseling process, there is some discomfort. and because you're looking at hard things and you're trying to implement new changes and respond differently. And that's why it is important to find a good fit, because you want that therapist is going to be offer their capacity to you when things kind of feel kind of bumpy or unsure. That therapist is going to be able to move into that space with you and hold some capacity for you and kind of come alongside you and walk you down this path. And so again, that's why it is a really important relationship, and we do our best at the counseling center, and we just look forward to meeting you.